I am so excited for today's video because not only are we going to be going through a lot of brand new Sims news, I'll get to that in a second. I have a big announcement of my own to make, and that is, it's finally here. Deligracy merch! And I wanted to make sure that I found the best quality merch possible for a reasonable price, and I also wanted it to be ethically and sustainably made. So it's open now. You can shop down below. The link is in the description, and I'm so excited. Oh, and also to celebrate Black Friday, the first 50 orders will have 10% off pre-order to get it in time for Christmas, and then you can have something cozy under the Christmas tree. Not only did I design this myself, you know how I always forget the cheats for The Sims 4, even though I've been playing and making videos for what, 6-7 years now? I still forget the cheats. And I was like, you know what? How good would it be to have the cheats written down somewhere, easy to look at? So the idea is you can wear your Deligracy Motherload hoodie, and you know, if you're playing and you're like, I can't remember that cheat, you just look down at your sleeve and here it is. And I'm not just saying this, but these are the most beautiful quality hoodies. Like, it's so soft, it's so nice, it'll be so nice to layer, and it's actually made from 100% organic cotton. And you know I love me some organic. I also have the hoodie in black. And you guys know I love black, so I wear black 90% of the time. So of course we're gonna have a black hoodie. Like the hoodie, this is a Motherload cheap phone case. Now, this case that I've got is the first sample, and we've actually gone for a phone case that has more square edges. Yours will have a more squared off edge, but it's still really lovely. The print's really nice, and I've been using this non-stop and it's not scratching off or anything, so I'm really pleased with this. I wanted to make sure everything was really nice quality for you guys. This one's a little bit more subtle, so we've done like a purple on purple print here in the corner. It's got our cheat sheet at the base. So the idea is you play The Sims and all you gotta do is look down into your lap and you got the cheats right there. And it's available right now to pre-order before Christmas. Get in fast. Moving on to Sims news, there was a pretty exciting live stream the other day, and they spoke about a few topics. The main ones I've been hearing about was pronouns coming early next year, I think. A pronoun update, information about the new menswear kit coming out. There's an NPC overhaul, and also the announcement of story progression happening, which so many of us have been just dying and wishing for, especially if you've played previous Sims games. So Sim Guru Duck, Sim Guru Rusky jumped on a call with the senior art director Vince to talk about the new kit. And they also called in Jake Burt from the fashion label Stephen Cook. It's also a pretty major designer too, Stephen Cook, who's known for exciting, creative, innovative, and contemporary menswear that's also eco-conscious. So if you actually look at their designs, you'll see in just a second, they've actually recreated some of them for The Sims. And this is very high-end, sophisticated London design. This is a really interesting live stream to listen to if you want to hear the senior designer and the fashion designer speak about these items and where the inspiration comes from, and you actually hear some things about real life fashion industry. But I think the thing that surprises me is that, well, I'm not that surprised, but I know a lot of people were just really wanting more exciting menswear, and The Sims have clearly gone to a lot of effort to enlist the right people who excel in menswear in real life. And people, I think, were negative about it because they're like, oh, this is too much. Like, this is too experimental. And I was interested to see these items. And don't worry, we will be going through this kit properly when it comes out in more detail. But I can see that amongst the more experimental pieces, we do have more like classic core menswear, which is also important, but it's got a little bit of an experimental flair to it. So there are more simple pieces like this leather jacket. We've got some really nice knitwear, the denim. This shirt has such an amazing collar. Jeans would look really nice in that actually. Like the vest, like these are some classic things as well. So I think it's gonna be a nice balance. Next up is The Sims 411, and this is basically a segment of the live stream that basically says that the Sims endeavor to bring pronouns into the game and to do it the correct way. They're in the middle of doing a lot of research and consulting with the right people about it. It sounds like they're getting really organized to make a lot of positive change in the game and for the non-binary community. So that's really great to hear. And they said we'll have more news in January next year.
In January 2022, during the first Inside Maxis of the new year, we're hosting a fireside chat with members of our development team where we will share an update, including the research completed to date, more on our partnership with the external experts, and the work in progress wireframes. So make sure to tune in. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm hoping to see all of you there.
So that's just a summary of that, which is all sounding really good and thorough. Next up is an update on NPC Overhaul. I was a little confused with this because non-playable characters, I would say is like the characters you can't really play, like Father Winter. But I actually think they're speaking about townies, and they're going to be giving them an overhaul, and they show some work in progress. So keep in mind that this isn't finalized. This is just what they're working on at the moment, and this is a sneak peek.
So let's see. Let's start with Mortimer. So as you see here, he's Mortimer in the game right now. If you go to the next image, transition. So we have concepted of new face features and details, such as some of the eye details like bags under his eyes, new cheekbones, probably a new nose and mouth. So it makes him look a little bit more, to his age, but not making it too old. We are not shown here, but we're thinking about adding a new mustache, a little bit more refined, a little bit more elegant.
Nice.
Why the goths? And we're not pictured here either. We're looking to adjust a little bit of his skin tone. As we receive feedback from community members, that is something we kind of are looking at experimenting. So if you go to the next image, ta-da! We're thinking about adjusting her skin tone. We added also new facial features, a little bit on the nose and mouth, and new facial details like with the beauty marks. In English?
Yeah, beauty marks, yeah.
Sorry, my Spanish was like... We're also thinking about a new hairstyle that we got feedback for. And it's not pictured here, but we're thinking about to see what hairstyle would fit her. A little bit more modern, a little bit more refined as well.
Before they move on to the Calientes, just to give you guys a little bit more context. So the goths in the earlier games, Bella Goth had a deeper skin tone. So a lot of players were upset Bella Goth's skin tone was lighter in The Sims 4. So I think it's really fantastic that they are making the changes to go back to her original ethnicity. So this is really great to see. Now moving on to the Calientes.
If you look at the next image, we want to adjust her to be true to her story and her ethnicity. Of course, we're adjusting her skin tone, and we're exploring actually a new hair color, not to make it too much this yellow, but a little bit more muted. And potentially new outfits, because they need to be glam.
That'd be
Yes,
nice.
Of course. It wouldn't be
Please
them
do
if
new
they're not glam.
outfits, please.
That's what I call it. So now that we see Dina, let's take a look at Nina, which is our next image. Nina, right now, this is what she looks like. She's in the moment. And then now if we go to the next image, she will share some of the features our Dina sisters. We got feedback from the community that maybe a new hair color as well. A little bit more Auburn, a little bit more, fashionable.
Nice.
And
I'd like to see
same as Dina, we would explore new outfits for them. That is potentially something.
So I think we can all agree that this is all really fantastic changes coming soon. The next thing they spoke about in the live stream is neighborhood stories, which some of you guys might know of as story progression. So this is something that was in previous Sims games where basically Sims outside of the household you're playing will have progression in their storylines. So they may have babies, they may get married, that kind of thing, or have a career change. They're going to be implementing this into The Sims 4, I think, in a free update on November 30th. So in the live stream, SimGuru Nate and SimGuru PJ went through some of the things that may pop up in your game. So you can see here, Eliza Pancakes is telling their sim some good news. Baby news, Bob and I are pregnant, and I wanted to make sure you heard it from me first. So that's very exciting. Congratulations, Bob and Eliza. Am I the only one who is super excited? Because I feel like they're real people in real life that I am friends with. The only difference with this is that you are actually going to be prompted and given the opportunity to influence these Sims and their choices in their lives, which is a little bit different to story progression. So they were saying that this is a result of some influencing they had done in their gameplay. So it makes sense that there are also 2 new aspirations to go with this. So there's a villainous Valentine who wants to break up couples essentially, which I think is amazing. And then there's also the neighborhood confidant who wants to boost their neighbors, become good friends with neighbors. So here is an example of ways you can influence your neighbors. You can influence them to break up with such and such, influence them to trash talk another sim. Those are the more devious things. Or you may be prompted to influence your neighbors. If your neighbor should get to know another neighbor a little better, you can say, yeah, go for it. You can say, I don't really care, I don't know. Or you can tell them not to. If you want more information about this, Nate also wrote a blog that I will post down below, which has a lot more detail about these updates. But it looks like it's going to involve the option to change a neighbor's career to a different one, have a baby with their partner, form or deepen friendly relationships, get a career promotion, accept or decline a marriage proposal, reduce the relationship between 2 neighbors, form a relationship for teen to grown-ups, dump or divorce a romantic partner, wow, or encourage an unemployed neighbor sim to find a job. If you're like me and you're wondering, well, hold on, what happens if I don't want to talk to my neighbors? Or what happens if I don't know my neighbors? You do have to make friends with your neighbors for these options to pop up. You do have to know them. However, they did say in the future, they're going to be looking into what happens to Sims that you don't know, and they will be working towards developing that side of the game as well, which for me, I think is the true story progression. I do hope that we'll be able to turn it on and off because, to be honest, I would like surprises. I don't always want to be asked permission by my Sims about what to do, but then I think other players may want to do that. So I think they're going to work on making it more flexible and giving players more options to play the game exactly how they want to. Next up, there is going to be a new Surviving the Holidays scenario.
So Surviving the Holidays is a scenario that will put you in a situation where you'll be living with another sim and you really don't like each other. And given the spirit of the season, it will be really up to you to figure out if you want to make things better and just survive to get through the holidays, or if you want to go the other route. So I really love that this scenario is coming out in the spirit of the holidays here.
Last of all, they have the Sims Delivery, which is like a little bunny they put on the screen here, a little freezer bunny gift.
So as a reminder, again, Sims Delivery Express, SDX for short, will bring free content to your base game as a complimentary, more spontaneous little sister brother, little sibling from our regular game updates. This drops the day after the patch update, and what we have for you this time in store, we're going to be doing a hair update at first, and then after that, the week following that, we will be doing these tasty treats and festive touches like wall bows, decorative surface bow. You may see some things in here like if you see the welcome wagon fruitcake over there on the right, that is now coming to your game as a build buy item.
Oh my Lord.
So I know that everybody, at least in some areas, you understand that fruitcake is kind of a thing, and this is the regifted fruitcake. So I'm looking forward to seeing that come as a build buy item rather than a food item to the base game here. But Nadia, anything else on this screen you want to talk about here for assets that are coming out?
At the top, you will see a new featuring, and that is a poquito. So if you're from Puerto Rico, you know what this is. It is our version of the holiday drink, poquito. And if you're on the lower right corner, you're Venezuelan like me. You know what this is. This is an ajaca. Yes, we have an ajaca in game. And finally, my Venezuelification of the game has been full circle. We added first arepas in Jungle Adventure. Now we're adding ajacas. So it's one step closer to Venezuelify the whole game. No, I'm kidding. I'm not Venezuelifying the whole game. But you guys know what I mean. So it's actually really important recipe for us Venezuelans. So I hope that you guys enjoy making this in game.
So there's going to be also some hairs coming out first, followed by the holiday items, I think a week later. So yeah, that's the updates from the live stream. Comment down below what I've missed, but of course you can go watch it back as well and check out the blog. I'll be linking both of them in the description down below. And of course, don't forget to get your Deligracy merch. The t-shirt, the phone case, beautiful hoodie. These are ethically made and they are absolutely beautiful fabrics, organic cotton. We love to see it. And like I said, the first 50 orders, 10% off. So get your cheat hoodies. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I can't wait to speak to y'all soon. Tack tack!